All right. Yeah. So just feedback on the digital Blackboard that we just used the last week or so. Fantastic product. Yeah. The in terms of the legibility, very easy to read even at longer distance until the end of the boardroom the classroom that we used. Yeah. In terms of being able to see it from the back, no, absolutely very clear. The size was really good. I think the ability for it to be at that size is very helpful, considering that comparable whiteboards or blackboards are, especially for teaching, are probably smaller. So that was really good. The stand was really good. It had the wheels were really good, easy to roll around, and of course the pen. I think the nicest part is the pen. Because compared to, let's say, a whiteboard, the ability for you to continuously write, and the way that it writes on the board feels like it's like a soft piece of chalk. So that was really nice. Magnetic, also very nice. Even the eraser was magnetic. That was also very good. And obviously, the ability for it to partial erase was very helpful as well. So several times I would use my hand, or I would use the eraser that came with it. Both times worked seamlessly. So I think it was something that I personally was very happy to use. Now, in terms of comparable, so it's the easiest way for me to be able to see on a use case if it would be something that we would personally purchase. It would definitely have to be compared to any, whiteboard. The thing is, it's not like it's a digital screen. So if you look at digital screens, where you can project presentations or and things like that, that's a very different. Like I would pay substantially more for anything that projects from any computer or iPad or phone or whatever it is. So I would pay more for that. So that would mean that if I'm purchasing a digital Blackboard like this one, at the current price that it seems like it was given to me, about $1,000 US, I personally feel like it's a little too expensive. Because at certain levels, your basic competitor is a basic whiteboard. So basic whiteboard, the advantages of that in terms of not just pricing is the ability for you to make sure you can move it anywhere without having to be plugged in. Because this one I know has to be plugged into the outlet. So you do have a limitation of making sure that there has to be a power source somewhere nearby. So that's one disadvantage. The second one obviously is with regards to the whiteboard. A whiteboard, you don't have to what's the word I'm looking for? The cost of a whiteboard is so cheap, right? So since it's so cheap, if it gets destroyed, whatever it is, there's no repair. Just throw it away, buy a new one, right? And the cost of replacement is so small. So this one, if something goes wrong and it doesn't work, there's no power. Yeah, and then if you have to cost of repair, all of those things have to come into play. So it's got to be the pricing has to be competitive enough in order for us to consider purchasing this kind of item, or else comparably we just use a whiteboard and it's substantially cheaper, right? It does the same thing. So unlike if it's like a projector or something that you can display from a phone, where I would be more inclined to purchase at higher prices. Okay. Yeah, but otherwise, we're very happy with the product. We think that it's there is a use case for it, especially in higher end education centers, and we feel like it was pretty interesting, and one that my brother has already considered whether or not he would like to purchase it for the school. All right, so thank you for allowing us to use it, and hopefully that you can take our feedback into heart. Appreciate it. Thank you.